Oh, this is nice music. We should play this game.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Wait, do they really have... They really have a different composer do Wind Waker than a lot of the other Zelda games? I feel like most of the older Zelda games were Koji Kondo or whatever. I only play cute games. I was talking to Dork. I just finished a book. So I started a new book. It was like the third page of the whole book. Third page of the whole book, the main character is talking about her mom who died a long time ago. And I was like, yeah, all right. Nobody has a mom. Any book I read, any game I play. Although the book I had finished before that, spoilers for the 10,000 Doors of January, if anyone's interested in that book. I heard this book was so good. And so I got the Spanish translation and I read it in Spanish. And I think I spent the whole book waiting for the plot to get started. Gosh, that book was so boring, and I don't know what people see in it. The characters are boring. The plot is boring. The world is boring. Most of the characters suck. It's like... It's not just that I was reading it in Spanish. It's like, it starts off with this like a story about a little girl. And then there's so many like book story inside of a stories. There's a book inside of a book. And first the book inside of a book talks about this random lady that you don't know anything about. And that's really boring. And then it switches to a random guy you don't know anything about. And that's really boring. And eventually you figure out like who the guy is, who the girl is, and it all kind of ties together. But you just don't care. And like, if it were a normal book, I just wouldn't have finished it. I did end up finishing it because like I was mostly reading it for Spanish practice. But man, it took me like 3 months to read. Yeah, like I get like when you have a really big world, that like has so many characters and plot lines, I get that you kind of need multiple points of view. But in like a standalone book, I don't feel like it's very useful usually. And even in those really big, even in those really big books, I feel like I don't care if I get hit by this. I didn't need a flash there. Even those really big books, I feel like it's kind of, they're kind of screwed either way they handle it. Because if they don't last very long, then it's frustrating because like nothing ever happens. But if they last too long, then you're like forgetting about what's going on. It's like, oh, we're on a cliffhanger now for the next 5 chapters. Is this the Braum from earlier today? I could have blocked the Ezreal Q, but Vayne could have also done stuff. Exactly, Winja. Exactly. And then like this book was kind of nice because like it's nice to read books that don't have perfect characters. It's nice to have like real characters that are real people, but you have to care about them. Like you can't just have a 100% piece of crap character unless like I don't know, unless you like get value out of hating them. But like if like none of the main characters are interesting or redeemable, then it's like, well, What am I doing? I'm stopping the back here. I mean, Todd had a purpose, though, Dork. It's not like Todd's the main character. I'm not gonna play a freaking game with Todd as the main character. I think the worst main character I've ever read, I think this is true, and this is another series that so many people love, but I just cannot stand it. I read the first like 3 books. I hear they get better, but if I read 3 books and that's not enough, I'm out. It's Harry Dresden by Jim Butcher. Gosh, that's an insufferable character. It's like those TV shows. They're like, oh, don't worry, it gets better. It's like, I'm not going to watch 5 seasons of this TV show for it to get better. I actually don't really like urban fantasy that much anyway. It really hits its stride in season 18. Oh no. And then it's interesting because I just thought, oh, I just don't like Jim Butcher. But I feel like his Alera Codex, or whatever it's called, Codex Alera, is actually quite good. I think I just really didn't like his main character in that one book. What is going on here?
An ally has been slain.
Codex Alera, I think that's what it's called. Like a high fantasy book. I don't really buy Crown. I think it's fine though. Does that shield save him? I'm so mad. I've never been this angry before. Alright, welcome back, Selnick. Oh, Sneaky Chickens. This guy did really well in my earlier game. One of the interesting things about like learning or like working on a language by reading books is, you know, I try to like look up like 1 new word every page. I don't want to look up too many new words because then you're not really getting through the book and you're probably not going to remember them as much. Is like I now associate words with certain books. Like, oh, I remember learning this book, like this word in this book. I think it was the Poppy War that like halfway through the first book, it just like totally changed from like historical, from like a, I knew it was a fantasy novel, but like for the first half of the book, it really feels like historical fiction. And then like it felt like the fantasy aspect just came out of nowhere. This guy's gonna try to ult me. The Rakan, and if my reactions are fast enough, they weren't. So hard to get an all in here unless they start it. I'm landing stuff, but Dang. How we could get that. I'm out of mana. I knew he was gonna look for that. Oh dear. I'm dead here. Woo. Woo. They got too many heals. I'm out. I'd rather lose a wave, Vayne. I'd rather lose a wave than die and lose the wave anyway. 80 carries don't get this. But it's like someone's robbing you. You're like, I don't want to give you my money. And then you get stabbed and they take your money. It's like, well, maybe it's not like that, guys. This is a terrible analogy. My wife just got robbed. We were both robbed together and I just left. I threw my wallet at them and left my wife. I'm sorry, Vayne. Oh no. And like it kind of is my fault, but kind of not. You can bet I'm gonna flash on this guy soon.
Enemy rampage.
Julia might come to us. Oh. I was not on the same page for this rotation. I just need to not get killed here. Good, I got flash. Oh, I don't need to use it there. Yes, I did steal that. And I'd do it again. Good. Yeah, it was a metaphor. I did used to be married though. Wait, oh, I thought there'd be a ward around here. Yeah, I like 3Q in the Emacs. Before the robber showed up. Seriously. I think we're gonna go ahead and give this up. All right, 14-minute Leandries is not bad, guys. I gotta make it count. Let's pop off. October is actually her cat, but she was nice enough to leave me with her. Actually, I have a lot of goodwill and nice things to say about my ex-wife. I think just because something's not a great match doesn't mean that somebody's a terrible person. I want to flash.
Your team has destroyed the turret.
Oh, that wasn't it. Or was it? Nope. Wasn't it? Or was it? Oh. Oh.
Shut down. Unstoppable. An ally has been slain.
Why did the enemy team focus Vayne instead of focusing me? I'm worth so much gold. I'm not saying Vayne is bad. Vayne's pretty good, but she ain't worth as much. My Brand and Vel'Koz are pretty bad. Who's putting these bounties on my head, by the way? That's what I want to know. It's not the enemy team. The shopkeeper? Is it the shopkeeper? Oh dear. Remember that 500 gold that I'm worth, guys? They're coming to collect. Zyra is in Washington right now.
An enemy has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
I think she's all right. Nothing great, nothing terrible, just all right. World government, man, hate that world government. I feel like my team's getting smashed, but I guess Wukong's pretty strong. Play around Wukong. And I think Vayne's pretty good, just getting killed a little bit. Oh, this is a bad sign. Whenever your bounty goes down like that.
An ally has been slain.
Got Dork over here on Malzahar, killing them raptors. No, Nav. I've not Hail of Bladed anyone IRL. I've found from personal experience that going slow is much better than just like Hail of Bladesing somebody. Just a little tip for you. Oh, I thought Yasuo was gonna ult that for sure. Can ignite the Darius, but that's it. I can root the Darius, but that's it. I think. Peace out here.
An ally has been slain.
My bad, I wasted ult. Yeah, I mean, I could have an Iron account and play Infinity Edge Zyra and get out of Iron. That doesn't say Infinity Edge is good. It just means I'm good. Ooh, good point, Quality.
Take careful steps. Be ready.
Whoa! Hey, On it? No? It's all relative, Winja. It's all relative. Oh, I gotcha. Oh gosh. I need to back this guy up. Man, maybe I shouldn't have put everything on him. I have flash. How did that miss? Oh, slow didn't miss. I am so rich. Call me Jeff.
An enemy has been slain.
Why am I rich? Is it because I'm playing really well? No, I'm taking money from other people. Alright, this should be pretty easy. We can just DPS. I think Jeff moved out of my state. He lives somewhere else now. Gosh, I really should be going. Really should be going a defensive item, but this is Professor Melyn, okay? Professor Melyn doesn't build defensive. It's like the same MMR as my main account, but the brain is different. We switch out our brain when we play on this account. Most of the time, we just don't have a brain at all. Most of the time, I do the first half of the brain switching technique and not the second half. Malzahar? No, Malzahar's doing my brain switching technique. Wait, what? What? Yeah, okay. Do you think he's just like backing in that bush? No, of course not. Is the right call bush cheesing Darius when I have Baron buff so he knows that I'm here? The answer is no. What am I doing, guys? My brain's off. Let's turn the brain on. Brain on. Turn it on and off again. Oh, yeah. There's no way they, oh my, they do. How did they get out of there? I feel like they were all in this choke point. And they weren't. Oh, I used everything already. He ulted Malzahar, which I don't feel great about. I have Ignite for this guy. I have to flash so I don't get... Give him the healing. Oh dear. Wish I had ult for that and didn't waste it. On the other hand, I'm big and strong. Whew. Pressure's on. Remember, I've said it once and I'll say it again. When you're fed, if you lose the game, if you're fed in a roughly even game and you lose the game, it's mostly on you. Yeah, your teammates let it get to this point, maybe? They don't want to chase too far. If you're fed, you're the one with the resources. You need to use the resources. Oh dear, this is bad. Wait, what? Wait, what just happened to Darius? Wait, I'm not using the resources well. What just happened? I thought I was caught, so I panicked. Oh dear. Wait, I lost my KDA. Oh, Vayne condemned? Oh, she saved me. Well, I need to play better in these fights. That was not it. Wukong got himself into a bad spot, but I got myself into a bad spot too. I hate being worth so much gold when my team getting smashed. Maybe we're not getting super smashed, but it feels like a smash. So hard to get vision when you're fed squishy. Need to play around Malzahar. We don't have Vayne here. I don't want this buff, but I need to walk this way. I need to be behind my team. I'm in a really awkward spot. I wasted too many wards on Baron. Gosh. Gotten hit by 50 different Ezreal skills. Can I help you? Nope. Oh, we get one of them. My plants are doing something in there. Oh. Oh. Well, look at that. We picked up a few of them.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, I went to solo the dragon, but they don't need me to solo that.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Could we have? I don't think we could have ended the game, but I don't know, maybe.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
I should take raptors before we go. Raptor for me? Nope. All right. Get a potion. 565 AP. Hey, isn't my E do more damage now than it used to? Isn't that the break point? Like 500 or 400 or something insane?
Killing spree.
Ah. We got baited. Team, I'm not there. Team, I am not there. Who is here? Vayne is here. Slow her down. You got the Rylai's. That's my AD carry. That's sneaky chickens. GG. Game over. Yasuo will be up. Malzahar baited him good. Good job, Malzy. Ooh, I got a root. Oh, I don't have much. I need a flash. Knock it, maybe. No! I don't know if the Malzahar ult on Rakan is who he really wanted it on, but... Victory! Wonder how much damage we did with Leandries. 6,000? Fun fact. Faker studies my VODs to learn how to play. There's the Malzahar damage. I said if you have a bad game, just build Leandries. Malzahar watching the stream, he knows. He actually had some good plays even though he was a rough laning phase. I stole a lot of kills. I actually didn't play as well as my KDA looks. I made a lot of simple mistakes. But I got fed and, you know, that always feels good.